Hi everybody and welcome to Casino Guru News live from SBC Summit 2024. We're here in our media zone bringing you exclusive interviews with some of the biggest name of the iGaming industry today. And we're sitting down with Ihor Zarechnyi, Chief Business Development Officer at Evoplay. Hi Igor, nice to meet you and welcome.
Hey, nice to meet you. Thanks for inviting me for this interview. I'm gonna share some insights, of course.
How are you feeling today? How do you enjoy SBC Summit so far?
Oh, I'm feeling a bit restful, God bless. And, I did my routine in the morning, so I'm feeling really good for now. To speak with people, to share something, to give some ideas, to take some ideas, of course. So it's gonna be a pretty day.
Good. About your business and your role in the company, you are Chief Business Development Officer. What your job entail exactly? What does that mean?
It's really interesting because it says from the title business development, right? And if you're talking about business development, it's everything which is making money into the company.
Okay.
So in this case, I'm aware of sales. I'm aware of key account managers, like the main things in the company. After that, I'm aware of compliance, which is certifying our games, taking the licenses and so on, and also of legal department, which is signing all of the contract and other stuff. Also, I'm aware of starting a new ventures in our group of products. I can say that right now Evoplay is mostly a group of products, but not only one product, because we started as a slot provider, and right now we have 4 different directions which we using as a business units in the company. And for me, it's like hiring people, making them a good entry into the company, and totally got the, I really want all of the people in the company to understand where we're going and why they're here and what we're doing here in the right way and how they can help us to achieve the goals. Yeah. This is my main goal.
And you're the person who's bringing them into it all, connecting it together. Yeah, I understand. That's cool. Speaking of Evoplay, I guess I can say that you've been shaking things up in gaming, especially with your recent, it's a skill-based racing game, Adrenaline Rush, right? How's the response so far from the players?
Yeah, the thing is, it's not the first flagship. The audience is quite used to have some flagship from Evoplay during the road, because it's our third in the row. Like once in the 2 years, we release a new flagship, and this one is really. It's well responded, let's say it this way. The players love it. The players play it. That's important. Point. That's important, right? And the partners love it as well, because we, to be honest, try and, as always, with all of our flagships, we're trying to touch another audience with a different approach, with different mechanics. And in this case, we have created 3 games in a row, like
that's
trilogy.
the thing.
And we try to not only touch different audiences in this way, but we also want to forward audiences between types of the games, which is skill-based, which is slot and crash. And the thing is that there is a story behind that, like always. We have a few personas in the game, we have different cars, we have different stories behind that, and you can play slot. After that you can go to skill based, after that you can go to crash, and in all of this game we have, let's say, remarketing stuff which will forward you from one to another.
Oh, that's interesting. So it's all about testing different formats and trying to broaden the players' habits, playing habits.
It's like mostly marketing approach to the business. Make a lot of experiments, try to find a good one which is working, and push it.
Something I also noticed about this game is that it seems to be pulling the younger crowd, right? It's very youthful, it's very fresh. What's been the biggest challenge in creating something for younger people? Like, are they finding this game on their own, or are you trying to push it to them a little bit, bring the attention to it? What's the strategy behind that?
It's a 2 ways, to be honest. First one, it's our job to create a game which will connect with the players, with the younger audience as well. So in this case, we're just trying to find some, say, hype or really good working models which is working to attract the people into the game. On the other hand, we're partnering with all of the operators to create something branded, and with these brands we just transfer the idea that this game is the continuation of development of the branded story of Evoplay and the operators together.
It's like legacy.
Yes, something like that, because we can make totally branded game And for the audience of these operators, it's gonna be really a game not by Evoplay, but by Evoplay plus operator. So it's point number one. Point number two, that we're trying to attract younger generation into this game, just using their favorite sport, their favorite things like cars, girls, whatever, Formula One,
celebrities or
celebrities,
whatever.
right? Different branded stuff. It's not only about Adrenaline Rush. It's also about penalty series, for instance. We have a penalty shootout game. Which
We talked about that last year with your predecessor.
Yes.
Yeah.
And here in this game, we also can create something like stadium ground. Like we can change it. It can be, I don't know, Etihad Arena. It can be any other arena.
Yeah. So players are able to edit this.
Yes. Not players. Not players. We edit it for operators who partnering with the stadium, so with the football teams. And after that, the players who will come into the game, they will see the pretty familiar stadium, which they know, with pretty familiar T-shirts, which they know, like with the best team that they, like they know.
Familiarity.
They're familiar with, and in this case, we attract just the attention of people, which is really necessary.
Yeah, one thing is bring the attention to it and attract players, right? But the whole other thing is, how are you gonna keep the game relevant over time and fresh? Just it lasts a little bit longer than just a few moments.
As I said, it's always about experiment. We're trying to do something in the game. We're trying to do something outside with the partners for this game. And if we see something which is working, we will push it. If we see that this is not working, we will go to another thing.
Try something else.
Yes, try something else. So we will not make any bets on something right now for a long period of time. Of course, we want all of our games to perform really well for a long period of time, but we can know it, we can do that, but we will try to do our best just to find the right position in the right content.
Trial and error sort of thing.
Yes. This is the case.
Yeah. But also Evoplay is all over the market, right? From Latin America, I guess, to Europe, of course. Do you think your games, or especially Adrenaline Rush, is working as is, or are you making some tweaks in different regions, in different markets? Like, what's the story?
It's the same story as I said about branded story. I mean, if we're talking about partnerships with operators, it's easier for us as a game developer to create something together with partner for their audience. To be, attracted in this specific audience or specific region. So in this way, we just communicating with partners what we should add into the game, what we should change in the game, what the brand we should put in the game. Let's say, like I said, just to be attracted by the audience. And for the different, of course, regions, it works in pretty different ways. So we just ask in partner, we talk to them and implement that into the games, and after that it's gonna work.
Yeah. Can you share some specific differences in different markets, like that you noticed?
In Europe, it's mostly about some of the classic slots. That's why I have created a slot with a different UI, with the different items in the game. So we also should create such as things. In Latam, right now it's about instant games, because they really want to play fast. And it's also about, it's mostly about type of the games right now, and diversifying this type of the games. Evoplay was one of the first who have created instant games, and right now we're just developing it rapidly. And in this case, it worked for us really well. And of course, designers, they have to find the best things which will work for different
I understand.
For different audience.
So I can imagine that penalty shootout was big in Latin America, that sort of thing. Okay.
But for US, for example, it's not working. It wasn't working before Messi come to Miami, but right now it's gonna work. Like, we will go soon to Ontario in Canada, and we have created a hockey shootout. For US, we will create basketball shootout, which already done. And this is about
so those
this
are the
one.
tweaks.
Just understanding the audience where you're going to go and doing this way.
Yeah, good. Also, you've got this new promo tool, the Wheel of Fortune, right? Can you explain us what's that about?
It's not the new for market, but it's new for us. We're just trying to create as many promo tools in our area that we can for our operators. And the Wheel of Fortune, just the let's say, understandable continuation of this progress.
Yeah.
And the Wheel of Fortune is pretty easy. It's like 12 areas which you can put different prizes. It can be custom prize, money prize, or free spins.
Yeah.
And the operator just choosing the best way for them to use it and to put it into the players, And of course, it shows up with some math inside it, but for players it's gonna be really like unexpected, and for them it works really well. It's like by stats, what can I say, it shows up to 30%, something like that, for better engagement with players when something's showing up unexpectedly for them during the game and gives something to them.
It's playful. They like to be surprised.
They like to be entertained.
Exactly, and that's what Evoplay is all about. It's like this player engagement strategy of some sort. Entertainment. As we're already deep into this year, what can we expect next from Evoplay?
It's a really interesting question because it's so many things which is going on right now. Any new games, of course. We would like to we have created an engine based on which one we will create a few new games for the market. I can talk to you right now about which directly, but in a few months you will see the news about that. Also, we, as I said before, we have created different business units, which is bingo and lottery for now. We're really working with that. And for lottery, for example, we're gonna go live with EQL lottery for US market soon, this year, I guess, and a few other partners. So we're gonna enter lottery market as well. It's a bit tough, but
you'll get there.
The reward is really high. And with the bingo, the same. We have created bingo for at least 1 year. The last 1 year, just in a heated position, just to create it, like sit it in the garage, just roll it and so on. And right now we go in public with that and just offering it to our partners. And so we're focusing on the new markets as well. As I said, it's going to be Ontario, it's going to be a Spanish license as well, it's going to be Peru license, we're going to go to regulated Brazil as well, we're preparing for that. And of course, US market is our target for the next 2 years, so we just preparing everything in the company, inside and outside, just to enter this market as well.
Wow, very exciting.
Yeah, a lot of stuff.
A lot of things. So good luck with all of that. Thanks to you for coming and for sharing your insights with Casino Guru News. And I hope you all keep following us for more exclusive interviews and coverage straight from SBC Summit event. Thank you and see you next time. Bye.